So I heard Jose Riverio wants to take his defender, his constant companion defender. It looks like he loves the guy so much.
Obviously.
He wants to take him to Al Ahly to continue with what he's been doing with him at his former club. I don't know. Do you think Pirates? Do you think that they would allow him to leave, considering he's been effective, his style of play and all that?
Yeah,
It's been fantastic.
the annoying thing about this news is that I woke up this morning and before I could even stretch myself, the first news that popped on my screen is that Mbokazi is moving to Al Ahly. I was like, why should this boy be the first news I will see this morning? Is this news that I'm even seeing everywhere? Is even worth it? So if their defender Mbokazi will make this kind of noise everywhere, waking me from my sleep with a notification, what will now happen if Orlando Pirates is selling their best player? And another thing, the case that I want to ask is it that when these coaches go to play in the CAF Champions League, they go to the backyard and make discussions? Because I don't know why Jose Avero will be coaching Mamelodi Sundowns and behind coaching up Pirates and behind Al Ahly will be going for me. So when he went to Egypt to play the CAF, he entered the bus and I went to meet with Al Ahly to discuss.
See, I don't know, perhaps it's possible because why I said it is because the man Orlando Pirates is allowing him to go because they allowed him to leave early because he has signed a contract with a club they did not mention until we later found out that he signed for Al Ahly. So there could have been a contact. You understand? Maybe not a discussion, but there could have been a contact. Maybe the discussion happened over time when he came back. It's not possible. It's not impossible. I'm not ruling that out. But coming back to Mbokazi, you see that young man, the way Safa, that South African FA, and that's for the Amajitas.
I promoted him.
The way they dragged Amajita dragged him with Orlando Pirates before eventually he did not go for this AFCON. I think he's a very important player for that team. You understand? Because them not allowing him to represent even South Africa, not the under 20. That means they may not even allow him go to Al Ahly because he's just 19 years. He just turned 20. You understand? They said he was born in 2005. So that means he should be 20 now. No, you know.
No. They say because they also accuse us of, So they said.
So he was born in 2005. So he's a 20-year-old defender. You understand? So now, if you have such a young talent in your team, that is a prospect for your team. It depends on Pirates. Are they willing to let go of those players? This is what makes Mamelodi one of the strongest. I'm not sure Mamelodi will let their best players leave. So if Pirates should allow him to go to Al Ahly, then they should not even bother about contesting the South African PSL with Mamelodi. That's why Mamelodi keeps winning it. The other time, someone said on this podcast that the league is not competitive and they came to
obviously.
So if this Mbokazi now, which is a raw talent that you have in your team, if you allow him to go now to Al Ahly, then how are you going to face them in the next 2-3 years? You understand? So it's going to make you weaker. Remember the likes of SuperSport, they keep complaining.
But talking about Jose Avero, but I think he's having a very good career for himself. Leaving a team like Orlando Pirates, despite the fact that he has been there and Mamelodi Sundowns have been winning the league consecutively, which I think is a very poor record for him. Sorry to say that, but that is the fact, because when I saw that Mamelodi Sundowns won the league 8 consecutive times, I was like, are you serious? So what is Orlando Pirates doing there since? But I still think that he has a good coaching career because for Al Ahly to still feel that he is important and sign him. Al Ahly, we all know, is the giant of Africa in football. You can't take that out of African football. They are the best so far. They have seen though that Mamelodi Sundowns in recent times have been struggling with them. But Al Ahly is the best team. And they still chose to sign Jose Avero, which means there is something special about the Spanish man.
I think so. When you watch African football, most of the teams that tend to make waves, especially from the South Africa and other places, are managed by Portuguese, Spanish, in fact, foreigners. You understand? So that will tell you something. Yes, they are going for homegrown, but they are going for homegrown for players. But they are also going for foreigners as coaches. Now Orlando Pirates have let Jose Riverio go. They are still looking for his replacement, and I bet you they will not choose a South African. They might go for a foreigner. So this young man that Mbokazi that is about to leave Al Ahly, for his own development, if he goes to Al Ahly, believe you me, maybe before the World Cup comes up, he would have been eligible. So in fact, so good to represent South Africa.
Yeah, in the World Cup.
But at Orlando Pirates, I'm not saying he cannot represent South Africa now, but you know there is this edge that he's going to get when he gets that experience and keeps playing consecutively for Al Ahly in top flight, especially as they are going for the World Club Cup. So that will make him mature.
And Onyi, you know that as he's moving to Al Ahly with the coach, that will give him that confidence that even if I get to this team, I'm going to get the playing time. You know, that will give him that confidence. So if you are Mbokazi, I don't know why Mbokazi is trending very well, but if you are Mbokazi, what would be your decision?
Well, it depends. It will be dependent on my relationship with the coach.
Not money.
Not money totally.
Okay.
Money will be involved, yes, but also your relationship with the coach, because your relationship with the coach, if good, if maintained, will give you playing time when he take, because he can't just take you from a club where you are used to go and be benching you. Doesn't make any sense. So it has to be based on the relationship with the coach. For the coach to be considering to move him, I'm sure he has a very good relationship with him. So, and I'm sure if he moves him, he'll give him a playing time, plus the dough that he's going to be getting. So if it's me, I would consider. And also the experience, you get to play for a bigger club. A bigger club in Africa. You get to play for more clubs. And from there you move. If you play for Al Ahly, you are going to definitely move to a better club.
Definitely.
So
definitely.
He has a lot of
that's
plus.
true, but I think
and he might get the opportunity to meet Messi if he plays in the World Cup.
think
it's a privilege. It's a privilege. It's a privilege.
Have you met Messi?
I think Mbokazi, the quality that Rivero is looking for is playing from behind. Mbokazi, from the clips you watch, you could see that Mbokazi is a very good. He's very good on the ball. He can play confidently from behind. So I think that's what Jose Rivero wants to play. He wants a defender that can keep the ball on the floor and play. That's why he still wants a young man, even at his age. You understand? So I believe that's the quality that Jose Rivero wants or is looking for. That's why he's going to Al Ahly. He has not even tested Al Ahly players, so he has not even assessed the team. But he say he wants to go with the ball.
I'm sure he has a very good relationship. Because if you don't have a good relationship with your coach, why would he be considering?
The boy broke into the main team at a very young age. 19 years.
But in the case, Jose Rivero is going to Al Ahly. You have not met the defenders you have in Al Ahly, and you're already picking somebody from your former team. So my question now is, the defenders in Al Ahly, how are they going to feel? They will be like, our boss is coming in. Are you saying that we are not even good enough? That you are not even you have not even trained with us first, and you are bringing a 19-year-old boy from Pirates to come and bench us? What does that mean?
You said they met at the CAF. Is it not what you said?
Maybe so I did not say they met. Please don't quote me anywhere. I asked you. Is it that when they go to play CAF, do they meet at the backyard to discuss business?
If the teams met, I get me. He must have assessed. You understand? Mbokazi versus Al Ahly defenders, and he found out that Mbokazi did better, irrespective of whatever result he had. So he was like, nah, let me carry this person. You understand? So what I'm saying is, when a coach insists on taking a player to any club that he's going to, it is because he trusts that player so much, not just in his ability, in everything aspect. So that's why he wants him. So he's not going there as an understudy. He's taking him directly into the main team, and when the coach buys you himself, of course.
And I'm sure he must have seen the stats of the present defenders. Of course,
of Al Ahly.
Yes, of Al Ahly. He must have seen their stats. He must have seen, how
they have been doing.
So for him to consider.
Hopefully, Mbokazi and Jose Rivero, hopefully your fate will not be like Eddie Ten Hag that went to Manchester United and brought in players from Ajax, and eventually he got disappointed. So hopefully Mbokazi will go to Al Ahly and do well. And I keep seeing posts like from Orlando Pirates fans saying, are we going to let him go? we don't know how their terms of contract and release works, so we can't really say much about that.
The fans are not. That decision is not dependent.
I mean, even the Orlando Pirates board themselves, because I think he came from their academy.
Yes,
I think
yes.
I saw his.
They are going to make a lot of money if they should let him go. But then, what matters is, are you going to still be competitive? That's what the question should be. You understand? If it is money, they are going to make money. Remo Stars sold some of their players.
Yeah.
Just after winning the league, or even before they won the league. So to some foreign teams, but is it going to make them competitive as they are going to CAF? That's just the question.
Yeah.
As Orlando Pirates is now, if they let somebody like Mbokazi leave, if a 19-year-old breaks into the team and becomes a regular, that goes to show how
a very big team for that matter.
Yes, that goes to show the level of defenders you had before. If a 19-year-old is getting into the team and starting, and then you are letting him go now, so that means.
Let's see how it goes with Mbokazi, Jose Aveiro, and Orlando Pirates. Will Orlando Pirates let one of their best defenders go? Because I have seen some of the goals he scored and how he defends. He's very, very composed, like you can see in some of the clips we are showing you. So let's see how it goes with Orlando Pirates. I hope that Orlando Pirates don't meet Al Ahly if Mbokazi goes to Al Ahly, because the kind of rough they will play you if they meet you in Al Ahly is going to be very painful. Please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please, when you are watching our videos from YouTube, there is a where they wrote subscribe. Don't just watch and leave. Click on that subscribe button so that when we post something about Jose Aveiro again or Mbokazi or latest updates about South Africa versus Nigeria, so that you get the notification. Please do well to subscribe, share, follow and comment. Teach us football as usual.